Yes. Yes, people. We are live and direct. We have just connected on to YouTube live. What is going on, people? Welcome back to another stream, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Now, I kind of got like an idea sort of late at night, and essentially I just want to put this idea down and see what it actually sounds like. So about 1:30 in the morning, so this morning, I was browsing through YouTube. I was just looking through some music, and there was a guy who did a mashup of Andy Whitby and Club Filler's song Blam, and they did a mashup with the classic entrance, Set You Free, and I thought that this will sound quite interesting. So I was listening to the tune and I was listening to the mashup in itself, and I wasn't really all particularly too keen on it, to be completely honest with you. And what the guy had basically done is he'd just kept the original beginning of Blam, just exactly the normal Blam. So I was listening along and I was thinking, I can't hear no mashup here. It kicks in and it drops, and then there's like absolutely nothing. And then when it goes into the second breakdown, it just sort of like cuts in or fades in to the original of the entrance, Set You Free, and then it's almost just like when Blam drops again, the two tracks are sort of playing on top of each other, and it didn't really sound that good, and then it got me thinking, I've got a gig on Friday at the Movement, as I'm sure you're all aware, and I am DJing the final set of the night, and I have, believe it or not, started the set with Blam, and I always do something quite different when I play Blam, and I always do like a double drop, and I always use it as kind of like an intro tune. So I thought, to be a little bit different, why don't we do a mashup of the Blam and the Set You Free, and call it Set Your Blam, essentially. So what we're going to actually do is so essentially we're here on FL. So if I just try and zoom in here, give you a little bit of an idea, as opposed to what I actually do. So about here, if we click it, that's where I start the Blam. That's where Blam starts for me. I always start just as it goes on to that first breakdown right there, and then I play this breakdown here, all of this breakdown, as you can obviously see. So if we go here, look, so we play all of this right up to the drop. Blam! And then literally just after it says Blam, so I think it's here. So if I zoom in right here, that is where I then press play on the next track, and I start bringing it in. And then after the 16 bars, which I believe is here, not here, we're very close, it's here. Blam! And then I essentially have a donk that double drops over that section of the track. And then once this 16 bars is over, so when it goes here, and then we essentially go into the breakdown, the first breakdown of the second track, and Blam is done. But like I say, what I sort of had an idea of doing was just essentially let's do a little mashup of the two tunes. So at this section here, this is where we're going to bring the Set You Free, and we're going to see how it essentially sounds. So what we need to do first off is we need to get the BPM for the entrance, Set You Free. And I'm not entirely sure what it is, so I'm just going to look online. That way we can just at least time the vocal up, and you know, it'll be in time with Blam. So it's apparently the original is at 132 beats per minute. So what I'm going to do is drag it in. I'm going to more or less put it in place to where we need to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that there, and then what we'll do is we'll fit to tempo, type in the BPM, 132. So I'm just going to go ahead and sort of time that vocal up, so hopefully it'll go to the 150. What I'm going to do is just I'm going to chop this just where it goes, oh yeah, just for the time being. I'm just going to put it on this channel. I'm just going to mute it. So if we just, so we need to, so we need to, we're nearly there. Right, I think we are like practically there. We're just ever so slightly, maybe just ever so slightly need to. I'm half tempted to put it here. When I hold your right, let's have a little play around, shall we, and see what we can come up with. When I hold your and then I think we're gonna have to chop it up here as well. When I hold your gonna have to chop it up again. When I hold your right, and then what I'm gonna do, we've just got to chop it again, and we're gonna have to obviously turn the vocal up as well. It's very quiet. When I hold your right, that one just ever so slightly. When I hold your there we go. So that actually sounds quite good. And then what we'll do is we'll cut the rest of this now, and then what we'll essentially do is we'll just copy and paste the whole entire vocal. So I'm gonna put the mic down just while I do this, because I need to like full hands on the keyboard. Okay, so I've got it moved, but I don't know if it's going to be exactly in time yet. I think we're just ever so slightly I've got a little bit of an idea, because at the moment she does like an extended free, but if I try and extend the free, and keep the free going with the build up, so if I just say chop here, possibly. Right, and then what we'll do is we'll put that there like that.
Blam!
So that, and then it's going to drop. But what I'm thinking of doing, there's a possibility of me doing it. If I actually make some of these where I've extended the free, if I make them unique sounds, I could actually pitch them up. But what I need to do first, before I can do any of that, is I do need to make the whole entire vocal louder, because obviously the blam itself, as you can obviously see here, it gets very loud. You know, it really comes in with a high sort of like loud melody, and then obviously this vocal's just, you know, it gets too quiet. So we do need to turn the vocal up just ever so well, maybe a bit more than ever so slightly, but let's have a little bit of a listen.
When I hold you, baby, feel your heart beat close to me. Wanna stay in your arms forever. Only love can set you free. When I hold you, baby. Blam!
And that would essentially be, you know, the mashup essentially. Like I say, we could attempt to make some of these like a little bit more high pitched, like maybe say from here. So if I if I got rid of everything from here, made this one unique, what I could essentially do is I could then, for example, if I go to about sort of like 5 o'clock, sort of like 5, nearly 10 o'clock, and then what we could do again, make unique. Make unique, and then we'll take it more to like sort of like quarter past. We'll pitch it up to like quarter past, and then we'll what we'll do is we'll do one more. We'll pitch it up one more time. And then what we'll do is we'll take it to there. So we'll take it to like sort of like 20 past, nearly 25 past. I'd say more 25 past, and then we'll just do that for the
Blam!
And then I would like to put a different vocal in here, but sadly the one I wanted, I couldn't find it. It was like an old Andy Whitby tune, and I thought it would have actually, like fit quite well. But I couldn't get a clean enough vocal. I could only like rip one from the tune, and it didn't sound too good. So I would essentially put a vocal here. A different vocal to set you free, and then essentially we'd just, you know what I mean, it would it'd be absolutely banging, but up to now it doesn't actually sound all that bad at all. What I am going to, we actually already have it, don't we? I suppose that in some sense I could use this as an actual tune itself. So I guess in some sense, like, not everybody would want to play it like as an intro tune. So I could cater for people that want to play like the full version, and I could make this into a full. Let's have a skeg and see if I can maybe do something. Just ever so slightly, so it doesn't look like it's. So slightly, maybe to that one instead. Yeah. might work. So we just move that back.
When I hold you, baby, feel your heartbeat close to me, feel your heart. Feel your heartbeat close to me. Wanna stay in your arms forever. Only love can set you free. When I hold When I hold you, baby, feel your heartbeat close to me. Wanna stay in your arms forever. Only love can set you blam.
Yeah, that actually does not sound bad at all. It really doesn't. It's such a shame that I can't get that other vocal that I wanted, because it would have just really, it would have just made it like the ultimate mashup. But I'm actually like really happy with that, to be honest. It's just a little something different. It'll just start the set off in a different, in a different light. And it'll just give it that something that just doesn't, that no one else is going to start the set with, because it's something you're sort of making yourself. Hopefully it'll just set the tone off for the night, and people, they'll be like, I haven't heard this version, and then it'll come in, and then I'll double drop the donk in the mix, which will it'll add to the feel as well, which will be good. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I say, I will probably finish this off as a full track. It would be quite good to do that, most definitely. I could essentially, let me try. and that just essentially would end the track off there. And that has actually literally done it for me. Like I say, if I could have put this little sort of like hype up vocal in here, it would have been wicked. Like
blam, blam.
But we're gonna absolutely smash it. So what I'll do is I'll show you it in. Well, I can't show you it as such, but you'll be able to hear it. So what I'm gonna do is export it as an MP3, and I'm just gonna title it Noble, because if I do anything production-wise, any mashups, remixes, edits, I always do Noble as my name. So when I MC, I go as MC Noble. When I DJ, it's DJ Ash Noble. And then when I produce, I just go as Noble, so it's the Noble remix. I'm going to call it Set You Blam. The track's called Blam, the vocal is Set You Free. So we'll export it. Right. So we're going to wait for it to export. Right, so that's now exported. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it over to Record Box, but you won't see Record Box, sadly, because for some reason it only sets one screen. I don't actually know where it's just exported to. I've got to find where it's exported to. Was it the plugin extracts folder? Might have been. Let's have a look. In the FLP. No, it didn't actually. Alright, I do know where it's gone. I do actually know where it's gone. That's good. If it's not there, I know obviously where it is. So it's easy enough to track down. It's just a shame you won't actually see this bit on the screen because sadly, I don't know, like sort of like OBS, it sort of like puts everything just to one screen. So if you're like displaying that one screen, it's the only screen it'll display. Do you know what? I actually thought it was here, but it actually isn't. Right. Right, let's have a look. Noble. Set Your Blam. File location. Oh, it was there. I just couldn't see it. So I'm going to drag it into Record Box. And what I'll do is we'll let that play out. I might still essentially maybe need to work on like the vocal level just ever so slightly, but hopefully you'll hear it. You'll get an idea for what it is. So what we'll do, we'll drag it onto the deck. So right. Oh, well, that really worked, didn't it? Oh, dear. Do you know what? Everything is really lagging. There it is. If I can... Do you know what? It is actually so laggy. You know, when you're streaming at the same time. Yeah, do you know what? Sadly, sadly, I'm not going to be able to preview it to you because I was going to preview it and then I was going to show you how I was going to mix it in. But with me streaming at the same time, for whatever reason, it's just sending record box like mega loopy, and there's nothing I can do. I can't even select the right cue point. It's just sending it so loopy. It's crazy. But anyway, you get the gist of what we've made. You get the gist of what we've done. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, share, all of that good stuff. I am going to go and test it out now, and we'll see you all soon.